I'd like to introduce you to what a bolt is. A bolt is a machine element to fix one part to another and join them. There are many kinds of bolts. In particular, the difference is a type of head. For example, a hexagonal head, a ring head, a strap head, and etc. In many designs, bolts are used. On the other hand, some accidents are caused by bolts. For example, Sasago tunnel accident is such a case. In this case, it is said that some bolts were eroded and thus the bolts broke and caused the tragedy. A bolt is a very useful element and used in many situations, so we must use bolts with much attention and examine them frequently.
A nut is a kind of fastener with a threaded hole, a hole with a helical line. A nut and bolt joint is kept together because the bolt is under a constant tensile stress called the preload. If vibration is given to the joint, the preload changes with each cycle of movement. The nut is likely to become loose by the decrease of the preload. To solve the problem, it is effective to add a second nut. The two nuts push on each other, creating a tensile stress. Even when the main joint is vibrated, the stress between the two nuts remains constant, preventing self-loosing.
How to build the Great Buddha? In 752, a great image of Buddha was built in Nara. Great images of Buddha already had existed in China, but do you know how these giant statues were built with techniques over 1,200 years ago? It is so time-consuming. First, assemble supports made by wood in all directions and make these to the bone of Buddha. Second, cover it up with soil and dry it hard. It is to be inner mold. Third, cover it with soil again. When dried, it is to be outer mold. Fourth, crack and remove outer mold. Fifth, plain inner mold for some centimeter thick. Sixth, assemble outer mold again. For last, pour fused bronze into opening between inner and outer molds. In the Nara case, it is said that all process took 7 years. The Great Buddha in Nara is 14.7 meters tall, and diabetes dam building covers the Great Buddha is known as one of the biggest wood architectures over the world.
A bearing is a machine element that constrains relative motion between moving parts to only the desired motion. For example, the design of the bearing may provide for free linear movement of the moving part, or it may prevent motion by controlling the vectors of normal forces that bear on the moving parts. Bearings are classified broadly according to the type of operation, the motions allowed, or to the directions of the loads applied to the parts.
Do you know the spacer? The spacer is a ring which is used to maintain the strength or durability of a structure. A spacer is made from plastic, steel, concrete, mortar, ceramic, and so on. A spacer is easy to make. Even if you lose some, you can quickly make a lot. I bet you used some spacers when you made a Stirling engine, right? If you made a hole too big, a spacer will quickly solve this problem.
A gear is a mechanical element that is mainly used for power transmission, or change the direction of rotation, or change the direction and slow down or speed increasing the axis of rotation, etc. used in the division of power. The gear is in transmission are analogous to the wheels in a pulley. An advantage of gear is that the teeth of a gear prevents slipping.
Screw is a type of a fastener characterized by the helical ridge known as an external slat or just slat wrapped around the cylinder. Some screw slats are designed to mate with complementary slat known as an internal slat, often in the form of a nut or an object that has the internal slat formed into it. Other screw slats are designed to cut helical groove in the softer material as a screw is inserted. The most common use of screws are to hold objects together and to position objects.
A lathe is a machine tool which rotates the workpiece on its axis to perform various operations such as cutting, sanding, drilling with tools that are applied to the workpiece. The process creates an object which has symmetry about an axis of rotation. Here is a figure of a lathe. There is a part rotating about the horizontal axis. The part is a spindle. It holds the workpiece with the work-holding accessories. A tool station holds a cutting tool and moves horizontally to remove material from the workpiece.
Products which run on electricity cannot operate with only machine. They need electric circuit. Therefore, it is important for manufacturing that we understand circuit as a mechanical element. The circuit element is the generic name of the thing, except the conducting wire among elements constituting an electric circuit, such as a resistor and a condenser. We must use not only pencil, but also soldering iron on the desk in order to understand electric circuits, because we can understand the role of electric circuit for the first time when we make electric circuit.